make the best weapons systems in the world, and everyone wants them, and we're going to prioritize those going to Ukraine. And what this says also to Vladimir Putin, I think, is very loud and clear, which is, we've given you a chance for peace. President Trump is a peacemaker, but if you want war, we will arm Ukraine, and Europe will pay for it. It's actually, I think, a great step in ultimately bringing this war to a conclusion, to an end. In the last 18 months, Russia has gained about 1% of Ukrainian land. I mean, they're making no success. They're losing thousands of soldiers every single day, and way too many, private citizens in Ukraine and the big cities are being injured. So I think this is a great next step in finally ending this war. But again, if Vladimir Putin wants to continue to fight on the battlefields of Ukraine, the United States of America will sell Europe armaments so that they can be used by Ukraine to defend themselves.
Matt, like his predecessor, Jens Stoltenberg, Mark Rutte appears to be a big fan of the president. Here's what he said after the announcement.
This is really big. You called me on Thursday that you have taken a decision. And the decision is that you want Ukraine what it needs to have to maintain, to be able to defend itself against Russia, but you want the Europeans to pay for it, which is totally logical. And this is building on the tremendous success of the NATO summit.
I mean, this changes the status quo quite dramatically. It used to be that the Europeans would like to have Ukraine have weapons, but they're very happy to have the United States pay for it. Now they're ponying up for it, so that's different. But how also do you think Putin's going to react to this?
Yeah. Well, obviously, he's going to react to not only United States weapons being readily available to the Ukrainians at Europe's expense, he's also going to respond, obviously, to this tariff, and especially as the people that are enabling him, China, India, and others that are buying his oil. But, this is a natural progression of what we did in The Hague at the NATO summit, too. It's, we moved the burden off the American taxpayer for European defense and onto European taxpayers where it should be. And the traditional defense of Europe is now going to be borne by the European population. And at the same time, we're doing the same thing with the Ukrainian war. President Trump said today, $350 billion of American taxpayers' money has gone to the support Ukraine. No longer, but at the same time, we're not cutting them off from weapons, and we're also not making the United States of America less secure. We're going to make sure that strategically we have enough that we need, and then anything else that we can make, manufacture, and sell to our European allies and give to Ukraine, I think is a perfect and elegant solution for this.
And now